Hi everybody, it is Julie. Welcome back to Pages and Pens. Today I am here with my 12 days of giveaways, which technically started yesterday, but on the 13th I had pre-filmed and had scheduled my fantasy recommendations so that you could prep for FantasyAthon. I didn't realize at that time that I wanted to do 12 days of giveaways, but I will be doing a video for every day leading up to Christmas. So for 12 days, I will have a video up, and each one of those days will feature a giveaway. Anything that is a physical prize, like a book and swag that is being sent out, is US only, but I will be peppering in winners that are international as well, as long as Book Depository ships to you. That's the general gist of it. If you're wondering what you need to do to be entered in any one of my giveaways, whether it's this one or any of the other 12 days, it is very, very simple. You need to be subscribed to my channel, and your subscriptions need to be public so that I can double check that you're actually subscribed to me. And I need a way to contact you. So on each of the videos, you will need to leave a comment in the comment section letting me know that you want to be entered and a way for me to contact you, whether it's a Twitter handle, an email, whether it is an Instagram handle, whatever it is. Make sure I have a way to contact you, make sure you're subscribed, make sure your subscriptions are public so I can double check. And that is absolutely it. I want to make sure that I am offering all of my bookish friends the chance to win something just as a thank you from me to you. I believe the majority of these are signed books. Wanted to offer them to you. Like I said, I will be offering some international giveaways as well. Those are exclusively for my international followers. They are not open to US residents. I want them to only go to my international bookish friends. Anybody who is US based may enter any of the physical giveaways, and you may enter each and every single one if you want, but you will only win one. So if you get pulled as a winner for one and you get pulled for a winner again later, it's going to go to another person. But you can enter every physical giveaway if you are in the US, and you may enter every international giveaway if you are international. If you win, then you just get bumped when you win again, if that happens. Them's the rules. That's kind of everything. So for this day, I am going to have like a little short video. They're going to be really short and sweet just to kind of go along with each giveaway. And I'm still planning out what all of those videos are going to be. But for today, I want to go over the books that I read in November that I haven't talked to you about yet. These are books that I read in between ContemporaryAthon or other readathons, and I just forgot to mention or haven't actually wrapped up for you. And I wanted to let you know what I had actually read. So let's jump into that right now. I actually read and finished Come Tumbling Down by Shauna McGuire, which I annotated and I tabbed up, and I absolutely freaking loved. I 5-starred it. I don't think anybody is surprised by that. This one directly follows Every Heart a Doorway, Down Among the Sticks and Bones, Come Tumbling Down. We do have characters that are in An Absent Dream or Beneath the Sugar Sky that we wouldn't know unless we actually read everything sequentially in publication order. But in terms of events, this one follows Jack and Jill, and it follows their world in the moors. So if you've read Every Heart, if you've read Down Among the Sticks and Bones, and you love Jack and Jill and you want more from them, this is your book. It was pretty great. Like, I love these kids, and I love their friendships and their relationships, and I love the way they fight for one another, and it's just a fantastic, diverse, really cool series, and I absolutely adore it. So I'm unsurprised that I 5-starred it. I think I will probably 5-star every single one of these books. I can't imagine a time where I stop loving them, but this is a fantastic one, and this one releases in January of 2020. I can't wait for everybody else to fall in love with it either. It's fantastic. Then I actually finished How to Make Friends with the Dark by Kathleen Glasgow, which is Glasgow. This is an arc, but it came out in 2019, April 2019, and I hadn't read it. I actually had the audiobook of this, so I listened to this one. Really impactful and really dark and really, really difficult. This is about a girl whose mother suddenly dies unexpectedly, and it's always just been her and her mom, and there is nobody else for her. There's no family, there's no one for her to go to, and although she has a best friend, her and her family would love to have her come stay with them. She is put into the foster care system. She is moved from home to home. You see her meeting other foster children. You see her trying to get any kind of normalcy or any sense of normalcy in a world where she is suddenly very, very adrift and is dealing with a lot of grief and a lot of guilt, and it is very difficult, but it was really beautiful. This was 5 stars. Okay, unsurprised. 5-star read. Really, really loved it. The first read of the month was actually Aurora Rising by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. This is their new YA space opera. I gave it 3 stars. It wasn't great. It wasn't horrible. It was a time. I actually listened to the audiobook of this. If I could continue with the audiobook series, I think I'd probably be fine. I don't think that this is going to be one that I need to like have on my shelves. I'll probably, I don't know. I may wait and see what I think about the series as it finishes, but for right now, it was okay. It wasn't fantastic. It wasn't horrible. It was fine. I read Poisoned Apples by Christine Hepperman. I gave this one 4 stars. This is a poetry collection. This is like feminist fairy tale retellings. It is a bloody poetic attack on the beauty myth that is caustic, funny, and heartbreaking. I don't typically vibe with poetry collections, but this was one that I really liked. It does have a ton of trigger warnings for self-harm, for cutting, for eating disorders, for body shaming, for sexual assault. It is dark, but it's real and it's raw, and women are constantly told what to do with their bodies and whether they're good enough, and it creates a lot of freaking trauma. Not just for women, for men too, but this one does specifically talk about women. This is the book that I picked up at Highlights when I went there for the retreat, just as my little memento of that week, and I'm glad I got it because I really, really loved it. Then I read and finished Girls of Storm and Shadow by Natasha Nyang. I annotated it, I tabbed it up. This one was signed and personalized to me at BEA. And here's the thing, Natasha has said, I think since I got this, that the arcs that went out pre-finished cover are actually not a finished arc. And there are other arcs that I think that went out that have the girls' faces on them that are a little bit more current with a little bit more revisions. And this one was a struggle for me. For like 200 pages, I could not get into this book. And then I did, and I started getting into it more. And in the end, I 3-starred this. I think that it beautifully covers trauma and post-traumatic stress disorder and survivors of sexual abuse and rape. I think that it covers a lot of the different ways that women deal with that and the different paths that you can take while dealing with trauma. It is a very real look at a lot of very hard topics. It's diverse and it is beautifully written, but something about it fell flat, and it just plot-wise lost me. It was slow and the storyline really dragged at points. I loved the side characters, but in terms of the main relationship that I should have been shipping, I really wasn't anymore for the majority of this. Again, I think it covers very, very important topics and covers them very well, but that can't carry a book in and of itself. So I gave this one 3 stars. Lastly, for my non-readathon books, I read Queen of Nothing by Holly Black, which is the finale of the Folk of the Air series, although I'm sure there will be a spin-off that Holly Black wrote. So it's The Cruel Prince, The Wicked King, and Queen of Nothing. And this one I can't really talk too much about because spoilers, because it's a very popular series and I don't want to be that person. I did read and annotate and tab up the Owlcrate edition because that's the edition that I've read for all of these books to read and annotate. But I do have the UK versions of all 3 of the books, and I also have the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition of all 3 of these books, and the Owlcrate version of all 3 of the books. And I did not like this book. I 3-starred this book. It was really disappointing to me, and I can't give it 5 stars just because I love the series. I can't give it 5 stars just because I love the characters. I can't just give it a rote 5 stars because of my attachment to it. It was not good. It was very rushed at times. There were things that I think got skimmed over in the, I don't know if it was a rush to publish. It reads like it's the first draft. It reads like this is unedited. And I don't understand that. I think she did some cool things, but all in all, you had so much angst and so much build up and so much drama leading up to this book, and then everything like interpersonally is so like smooth. It's just like, oh, well, you know, suddenly communication clears up and we've got this open dialogue, and it's not in their characters at all. And it's not that I don't want for there to be an HEA, like a happy ever after. It's not like I want these characters to remain tortured, but the sudden open communication just doesn't make sense to me. And there were parts of this that I felt like could have been really epic and really amazing that were just glossed over. And there were character situations that I feel like the readers were owed, and I hate saying that in terms of writing, but like there were things that happened to characters that I think deserve to be on page, and there were just flaws with this book in general that left me really disappointed. And I can't just give it a 5-star because I love the series. I still love the series, and it will remain a favorite series for me, but this will not be a favorite book. It has way too many flaws for me to sit here and just say it's a glowing 5-star review. It's a 3-star book, which sucks. But that is that. Those were my books that I read outside of readathons for the month of November. And now it's time to get into the giveaway. Today, because this is like my intro to the giveaway that I'm actually filming in real time, I'm going to do 2 different giveaways. So I will have one that's a physical giveaway, and I will have one that is an international giveaway, just to kind of balance things out. I will be completely transparent. I have more giveaways that are US based because the shipping on these will not be as expensive as gifting internationally, and I have a budget. I'm doing as much as I can to give back to all of my amazing, supportive bookish community, but this is what I'm able to do, and I don't think that you want me to show my appreciation by putting myself like into debt this holiday season, so I don't think that's what that's about. But I will be doing both this time around. So if you are international, please leave me a message down below letting me know that you want to be entered and that you are international. Also, make sure that you're subscribed to me, that your subscriptions are public, and that you leave me a way to get in touch with you. Also, if you are international, make sure that Book Depository ships to you. As long as Book Depository ships to you, I will get you a book. That is your gift. If you are in the US and you want to enter, let me show you what you could win. You will get an Under the Seas soap. It's just a crystal soap, and yes, these things came to me in book subscription services. I'm not going to sit here and try to say that I like spent a ton of money to get you stuff. That's not what that's about. I have a Golden Compass series, Pullman wall hanging. It's actually very, very pretty, but it's nice and sealed, and I don't want to have to like open that back up again in case you win it. And then you will be getting a really cool copy of A Dress for the Wicked by Autumn Krause. So this one is actually a LitJoy Crate exclusive copy, which means that it has the author letter inside with some beautiful artwork. It also has a beautiful signed tip-in page, as well as the artwork bound directly into the book. And because I think this is the coolest part of LitJoy Crate, it has a reversible dust jacket that I believe has the girl in this gorgeous gown in the background. The reversible dust jackets and the artwork being included inside the books is my favorite part of LitJoy Crate books. I adore LitJoy Crate. LitJoy Crate is something I pay for with my own money. Unfortunately, it's just not a book that I'm interested in, and that happens sometimes, but I do think the value for LitJoy is phenomenal. If you're interested, I believe I have a link down below for them, but this book is one that I know a lot of people have loved, and I regret not being in the mood for it, but I'm just not. So if you are interested in A Dress for the Wicked, which is signed with gorgeous artwork inside, as well as the reversible jacket, the wall hanging, and the soap, go ahead if you're in the US and leave me a comment down below. Again, the rules are very, very simple. They'll all be listed in the description box. If you're international, again, rules will be in the description box, but that is going to be it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked it, be sure to give me a big thumbs up, as well as that subscription. It would be great if you could. And that's it for this one. I will see all of you in my next video. Bye, guys.